Chris Brien here. Now, what am I doing here? I'm doing a funkadiddle. I call it funkadiddle. Quite a simple thing. It's just a combination I came up with many years ago to encourage kids to practice rudiments. So many kids are saying, you know, rudiments are boring. I know, if the rudiments are boring, mate, because you're so boring, you're boring yourself. That's usually where boredom comes from. Anyway, so it's based on a single paradiddle. Nothing groundbreaking here. Very, very simple. So a single paradiddle, you should all know, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Now, first, at the beginning, you may just go like that. That's fine. But essentially, you want to get down to the basic foundation of a single paradiddle, which is going to be right, left, right, right. So an accent and 3 soft notes. Now, in piano theory, a piano teacher would probably say, okay, well, the loud notes, fortissimo, on the music would have FF, or an accent, an arrow over the note, get your music teacher to explain it to you. And the soft notes would be pianissimo, which is soft, which would be PP, or triple P. So you want that dynamic. Otherwise, when you're playing paradiddle grooves and stuff, it will sound clumsy. Listen to some Billy Cobham albums, you know what I mean. So so single paradiddle, nothing groundbreaking, nothing at all. To turn that into a single funkadiddle, what I do, I add an extra accent which is on the right hand after the left accent. So you got right, left, right, right, left. There's a left accent. I simply put a right accent after the left accent. So this becomes, again, nothing groundbreaking here. Drummers have done this stuff for decades. So nothing groundbreaking. Then what I do, I put a left hand between the double right. And I make those double rights a bit louder. So this becomes, which sped up you'd have, which is a nice exercise. So you look at the screen, you see what it is. So it's broken down to right, left, right, left, right. And the way I count it, I say right, left, right hand, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right hand, right, left, right, left, left. Single funkadiddle. Still nothing groundbreaking here. So one thing to be aware of is the level of dynamics. Again, I'll think like a piano teacher. The loud notes, which would be written as double F or sometimes triple F on the score, would be, or just a strong accent, which is like an arrow. Again, ask your music teacher if you don't know what I'm talking about. And that would be called fortissimo. They're loud. And the next note's quiet, which is pianissimo, which is triple P. Then the 3 notes, extra notes I put in there, I want to do them as mezzo forte, MF, which is moderately loud. So, and then you go, it's a bit louder. And on this crappy TD50 module, which I can't stand, but it's easy to record, it sounds pretty crap. On one of my snare drums, it sounds much better, of course. So that's a single funkadiddle. Then, with you playing a beat, there's a lot you can do with it, okay? So again, it's nothing groundbreaking here. Where I change it more, I replace the right with the bass drum. So back to its basic form. Single paradiddle with an extra right accent after the left. That right becomes the bass drum. And then what I do, I put 2 floor toms between those bass drums. And I usually tune my floor toms where it's electric kit or acoustic kit. I generally tune my floor tom very similar to a bass drum. So you're going to get slowly, hard slow, it's that. And And that's single funkadiddle with the bass drum. So I call them rough diddles. It comes from that, which is a rough, a 3/4 rough. I put two little diddles, doubles after it. Rough diddle. Another one of my concoctions. I'm not saying the first guy to do it, just that's what I call it. So, single funkadiddle. Try it in wherever I want. I'm doing these things all the time, and that's a single funkadiddle. Hope it helps. Chris Brien. Whee!